Alright, here we go. It's 5TC here, back with another video. And I know last video I said my next video will be about non-chocolate candies, but I totally, completely forgot that I actually already had a thumbnail of this video, like just sitting on in the back burner. So, I will have that video coming out. I don't want to guarantee that it'll be next, but it probably will be next because I'll have to make a thumbnail for that video. But yeah, today we will be looking at the best types of desserts. Now there are a few clarifications I will have to make. I don't have every single cake, cookie, ice cream, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm just mainly going over the types of desserts, like what I would eat personally for dessert over the other, and what I like more. So yeah, I don't have every single thing on here, but yeah, and I actually kind of did something a little bit different. So for red is usually the best, but I have honorable mentions. And honorable mentions isn't necessarily that I like it more than best desserts, because technically best desserts is the highest, that is my favorite. But honorable mentions is things like um things that I couldn't really put anywhere else because I don't really know like how to categorize it. But yeah, without further ado, first off, we have ice cream. I think it's great. It used to be probably one of my best desserts, but I think it's great. Now there's different ways you can have ice cream served. Or you can have it served on a plate. I don't actually know anyone that ever did that, but you can have it served on a bowl, or as you see here, you can have it served in a cone. I personally like eating it out of a bowl, though it is fun to eat it out of the cone. Only downside of eating it out of a cone is that it'll just drip everywhere. Yeah, and I've had that happen to me like so many times. Like I'm eating ice cream and it just drips all down my hands and my hands become sticky and it's just such a mess. But yeah, ice cream is pretty great. Not my favorite dessert. We will see my favorite. But cake, I like cake better than ice cream. And honestly, I would put it for dessert, but like, now there are different types of cakes, and I do have a favorite type of cake, and I would get that into a future video. But I love strawberry shortcake. That's just my favorite cake. So maybe I should put it on best desserts just because I do have my favorite, and strawberry shortcake is one of my favorite desserts of all time. But yeah, I love cake. You really only eat cake during like special occasions like a birthday or like a ceremony or a wedding. I don't know the last time I've been to a wedding, but I probably have. But the point is, cakes are usually for special occasions. And for that, I think it does deserve a spot on the best dessert. Now, when I was making the tier list, I was mainly considering, okay, if I want to get something for dessert right now, what would be the best thing to get? But now I'm just considering all the factors, and yeah, I do think cake is definitely up there. Brownies is definitely up there. I know, putting brownie above ice cream. Now, I know I have had ice creams and brownies before. I still think cake trumps over brownies, but I love brownies. Like my cousin, he makes some pretty good brownies on here. So if he's seeing his video, well, shout him out, I guess. He's currently in high school, but yeah, he makes some pretty great brownies. I've ate them a couple times, but I love brownies. There's nothing negative I can say about them. Donuts for dessert, I would just say is decent. I love donuts, but donuts are really what you eat, like for breakfast. Now, I don't believe I included donuts in my breakfast video. There's a lot of breakfast foods I actually left out. I realized after recording it, but I can't go back now. Now, I probably will update the video a couple months down the road, like in the future, maybe next year or whatever. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll do a reflection of my content and see what video I'll need to make over to update my opinions, because my opinions change over the years. I don't really think my breakfast like tier would change that much if I did add some more stuff, but I didn't like add stuff like grits or potatoes or hash browns. Well, I guess hash browns are technically potato products, but there's a lot of stuff I left out in that video, but that's another video for another time. Now, I love donuts for breakfast, but they're pretty decent for dessert. Next up, we have milkshakes. I think milkshakes are pretty great. I don't know if I like them better than ice cream. Milkshakes are basically just ice cream in a cup. So I mean, I love chocolate milkshakes. I don't think it's better than ice cream. I do think it's better than donuts because like it's like a drink. And I don't really have any drinks on here. This is the only drink that I have, but it is a dessert. Like you aren't gonna have a milkshake for dinner. No one does that. And if you do, you need to rethink your life decisions if you're just drinking milkshakes for dinner. Okay, next up we have ice cream cake. I do think it's. I don't know if it's better than ice cream, but I will have it on great because like it's basically just a combination of ice cream and cake. And I don't know if it's better than ice cream though, cause I like ice cream, but I'll have to put it kind of in between milkshakes and ice cream cake. Now I could probably do it interchangeably, but ice cream cake is basically when you combine ice cream and cake together. Now, fun fact before I continue the video, there's only like a couple more things to go over. Like I used to like mix up my ice cream and my cake together and it would just create a mess. But I used to love that for some reason. I don't know why. Because I don't really like my food touching. But when it comes to dessert like ice cream and cake, it doesn't really matter. It's all going down the same hole. But next up we have cookies. I think cookies are pretty great. I don't know if I like them better than ice cream because like there are different types of ice cream. I know I probably should have them in best desserts, but I think they probably are better than ice cream. I haven't had ice cream in a long time. I don't know why I have ice cream so high up, but I love cookies. So like my uncle makes some pretty good cookies. Yeah, chocolate chip. I just use chocolate chip because like that's like chocolate chip cookies are the face of all cookies. But yeah, there's different types of cookies. But yeah, that's pretty much where this will go. Honorable mention banana pudding. Now I could have had like a whole separate section for pudding, but banana pudding is the most famous pudding. I normally see banana pudding like during Thanksgiving, and that's really it. But I love banana pudding. Like if I did put it on my list, it probably would be my favorite dessert. I'm just gonna be honest. I love banana pudding. I might even like it more than strawberry shortcake. But yeah, this is an honorable mention. Just very honorable. Tiramisu. I've had it a couple times. Like I had it when I was on vacation to the Dominican Republic, and we went to this Italian restaurant called Chow, I believe. And I had a couple of items there, but one of my favorite things was the tiramisu, and boy, that was just awesome. But like I looked it up like from Google to see if tiramisu was a type of cake, and I kind of just saw like conflicting arguments, or conflicting articles. Some were saying, "Oh, it is a cake," but some is not a cake. But it's an honorable mention. I don't know if I like it more than banana pudding though, because it had like this coffee-ish taste or whatever. But I mean, I think there is coffee in it. I don't know. I'll have to just let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty good. Next up, we have cheesecake. This is also an honorable mention at the bottom of my honorable mentions because when I looked it up, I was gonna originally include cheesecake with regular cake, but I just decided to do it like this for some reason. I might like regular cake better. I mean, I know shortcake is, um, I don't know. Is shortcake technically a different type of cake? But yeah, cheesecake is different because like it's made with different ingredients, made differently. So that's why it's on here like this. But next up, we have pie. I'll have to say pie is pretty great. I don't know if I like it more than cookies though. I mean, I think pies are probably definitely healthier than cookies. But overall, I mean, I think this is a pretty good list so far. Like, nothing really negative. I love apple pie. I also love pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie has been my favorite pie for so long, and I don't even know why. Because like growing up, most people around me, they preferred sweet potato pie to pumpkin pie, even though like they're pretty much basically the same thing. But Yeah, next up we have cupcakes. I'll say cupcakes are pretty decent. Um, Cupcakes are really just like it's like a smaller version of a cake, but in a cup. And I don't hate cupcakes, but I prefer just regular cake. I mean, cupcakes they're pretty inexpensive sometimes. I um I don't really want to be too negative about cupcakes. They aren't my favorite, but like there are definitely different type of cupcakes that I'll eat. Last but not least, we have cobbler. I'll have to put that above cheesecake. I can't put it above tiramisu because like I still have that taste in my mouth like from like a year ago when I went on vacation. But cobbler is kind of like a unique type of dessert I can't really explain. Peach cobbler, apple cobbler, different types of cobbler, cobbler this, cobbler that. But yeah, that was pretty much the tier. You can look at it one more time, and then this is called the U.S. edition, which is kind of funny because tiramisu is not American; it's actually Italian. I mean, I already knew that, but I just wanted to clarify that. And I did not believe that cake would actually be at the top. I expected brownies to be at the top, but yeah, cake only really got so far because I love chocolate cake, strawberry shortcake, this that cake. But yeah, that was pretty much the video, guys. I hope you liked the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave comments down below, all that good stuff. My next video will most definitely be the non-chocolate candy. I'll probably just call it the best fruity candies or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and bye.